Land will be transformed into land for farms and pastures for cattle. From the abundance of equatorial jungles to the barrenness of great mountain ranges, the future offers great promise. Once barriers to man's progress, the mountains will soon be traversed by multiple highways that will soar over canyons and cut through towering walls of granite. They will carry a life stream of minerals and other natural resources to the thriving industries of tomorrow. Highways, too, will open up the great expanses of desert land, one day to be made fertile again by waters pumped from sea and river, from dam and mountain streams. The highways from great new centers of agriculture and industry will lead inevitably to the metropolis of tomorrow.
Fish and wildlife killed. Recreation for city folks spoiled. Drinking water for cities polluted. And yet, in spite of the scars of 200 years, Connecticut Valley looks rich and is rich. Even though we've got problems, same as any other section of the country.
Their first letter was a crudely drawn head of an ox. In their language, an ox was called an alp, which we spell A-L-P-H. And so this picture stood for the sound of A.
Oh, he would be so handsome and rich. They would run away in his beautiful big carriage, drawn by 20 white horses with silver bridles. And she would be all dressed up with a lovely gown, so long it took 100 elves to carry the train. 100 elves? Well, a lot anyway. But instead, she met a different kind of prince. He was big and strong, not too handsome, but awful nice. He wasn't rich though, so she couldn't have the big carriage with all the horses and the silver bridles. She didn't mind though, for after a while, they had a lovely little princess, which Molly thought was better than all the riches in the world. But now she couldn't have the silks or the satin either. Then one day, a wonderful magician came and waved his wand over a lot of secret mixtures and soon turned into a piece of cloth more beautiful than anyone in all the land ever seen. They made it into a lovely gown for a princess always to
Dreamed of lovely things just out of reach. Into the future. I am the spirit of the future. I'm not supposed to, Molly, but I'm going to give you a glimpse of a day more wonderful than even you ever dreamed of.
Hereby declare this Congress to be suspended indefinitely.
Stamps? The man who wants to buy stamps. There aren't any more stamps. Can't you read? Congress is gone.
Their second letter was drawn in the form of a courtyard for a house, which they called Bet, spelled B-E-T. So this letter was given the sound of our letter B. From the Syriac names of these two letters, Alf and Bet, came our word alphabet. There isn't much resemblance here to our A and B, but in just a minute you'll see what happened to change them. Business needs caused the beginning of the first alphabet, and business activity caused the alphabet to spread. The Phoenicians, descendants of the Syrites, were the traveling salesmen of their day.
That's one reason why getting up early is so important. There's plenty of time for breakfast, too. Breakfast is an important meal that shouldn't be missed. If you usually go to bed early enough, you usually wake up early too. You can start the day in a pleasant, unhurried way. It's more fun for you that way, and more fun for the rest of the family too. David and Martha enjoy their morning, and that helps them enjoy the whole day. As the day goes on, you get more and more value from your regular sleeping habits. Plenty of sleep helps you to be bright and alert to the very end of the day. But what about bad sleeping habits? George just doesn't get enough sleep, and now in the afternoon, he's tired. It's hard for him to pay attention in class. When the teacher calls on him, George just can't seem to remember things that he really ought to know. George doesn't realize it, but his main trouble is bad sleeping habits.
Box girders, tubes, beams, channels, angles. Special automatic and manual welding methods were employed. An upper meridian section is welded. The South Pole is assembled.
Already, Antarctica has become a great scientific laboratory for men of all nations to discover great new land areas rich with natural resources. Antarctica is but one area of great promise for the future. What about the others? What about the sea? We have long sailed its surface and fished its depths. But at the very bottom is a land of undreamed of abundance, with enough food to feed the Earth's population 7 times over. There are rich ores and minerals carried by submarine trains to process stations on the coast. There is the water itself, to be drained from the sea and made fresh as rain, to turn desert lands into fertile lands. There will even be new areas for living and working, a whole new dimension of life for people of the future. Now.
Of course, I haven't been down there in a long time.
There was timber in the North Country, and we left vast tracts, cut over, burned over. In the South, rich croplands, and we left farm after farm gutted and eroded. West was the grass, buffalo and blue stem, as high as a buffalo's flanks. From Jamestown to the present, we changed the face of a continent, for good or for bad, and we're still at it.